Hello, Chester here. Today we'll be playing Blue Red Chorus or Blue Moon. This list came from Nimble Mongoose. Not exactly this list. I've made a lot of changes to his list. One example is the Blood Moon in the main. They used to have it in the side and they had a second borrower in here. But anyway, let's talk about deck. This deck is planning to use Flare of Denial at its maximum potential by playing Subtlety. So even if someone was playing Black White Belcher, for example, at turn zero, you could potentially counter a Sorin with Subtlety or even a Necropotence if you happen to have Flare of Denial in hand with Subtlety. So that's basically the main advantage of this deck over the Lurus decks that we played. The access to Subtlety, it's not a 4 off since it's still bad into the fair matchups such as Demir Frog or even Energy because it's still a 2 for 1. Phantasmal's Shieldback was recently discovered to be great against Energy and Frog. This basically blocks all creatures effectively, and if they decide to kill it, it cantrips. And it also works well with Flare of Denial. So with Shieldback on the battlefield, there's always that presence of the potential Flare of Denial from you. We also have Spell Snare as a cheap counter spell for two mana plays. We have the Mana Drain package. We have Treasure Cruise. We're also playing the chorus cards. And in the sideboard, we have Spell Pierce, Spell Snare, Stern Scolding. These are standard in blue shells. And at the bottom, we have four commandeers. We are expecting a lot of combo decks. This is good against Black White Belcher, Blue Belcher, even Show and Tell. And we also have this whole suite here. Ragavan, Disruptor Flute, Blood Moon. These are generally good against those combo matchups. So an easy way to look at it is you're going to remove all the bolts and shocks here to replace them with Ragavan, Disruptor Flute, Blood Moon, Commandeers, and sometimes Spell Pierce, Stern Scolding, depending on what deck they are on. But yeah, let's play some games to see how the deck performs. Hey, opponent has no companions. They're going first. I think this is a good hand in case they're combo. But if they go off on turn zero, you can't really do anything about it. There's two so that the okay. I was gonna say this is a good way to counter any turn zero plays. Opponent looks like they're on Black White Belcher. Should have gotten 8 Thundering Falls instead. There's nothing to play. I guess this line is good if we find Blood Moon. Paint.
Is there a
I might
demon
Shanti the
inside?
Tameo so that our him turns into a draw 2 spell. Hmm. I think we just get rid of the other flare. fronting this. Hey, I think we won this. Against the black-white Belcher deck. Want to remove the removal spells here, spell snare. We want stern scolding, the commandeers, the flute, spell pierce. Since we're on the draw, I'm not going to get the other blood moon in here. I think this is it. We got the commandeer, so I'm keeping this. So this is a strength of the deck. We can easily play commandeers. I just take my chances here. Let's do this. I got defense grid, necro. I think we just take the defense grid. Pick the necro. Let's mana drain that into Lorien revealed. Nice. Now we got commandeer just in case they have something. I'm going to do a brainstorm first. Okay.
Uncultured monsters.
Curious. I must investigate this floor further.
Can't still lose this.
I'll aid you. So think before you act.
Okay. We're safe for now.
I am not defenseless.
Okay.
If you need me, I'll be in the library.
Perfect. So I'd say this deck is really built to combat these kinds of degenerate decks. Up against a deck with no companion. But we only have one land here. Let's mulligan this hand. I don't think I want to go to 5. So I'm going to keep this. We're going to bottom the fetch land here. Could also bottom a shanty or a bolt. Okay, thank God I didn't. The problem here is that this might be burn, which this deck has problems dealing with since we don't have life gain.
Where shall we hunt today?
I think I should play around moon here. That's why I'm going to. Alright, let's just bolt here. Let's see if they try to flip Leah Johnny instead. Which is fine. This means we don't take any damage.
Hunt isn't over. Axe.
Okay,
What a beautiful day, brother. Share in my fragrance.
play this tap. Flare of Denial. I think we could keep that. So that next turn, I'm planning to Shanti into Flare. Okay, that's pretty bad for us.
We can muster.
Gonna have to him here. Subtlety, the Guide of Souls. Okay, do we block here? I think we just block the cat. Then I'm going to brainstorm. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, against Boros, we don't want the Blood Moon. We want Scolding, Spell Snare, Pyroclasm. And to cut here, I think the mana drain is not that great here. I'm going to cut a flare and two mana drains here. Just cutting a flare because I might use shield backs as jump blockers. Let's play first. I think this is a good hand, even with one land. I'm gonna go for basic island here. Take shield back. So that if we brainstorm next turn and find another fetch, that could be a red source. Of course, this could happen too, and it will feel bad, but I guess it happens. I'm just gonna shuffle away the extra him. They can have this one if they want.
Where shall we hunt today?
Okay, that's better. Can't use the flare. I'm gonna have to kill the Ragavan. He could potentially bounce the token here. Okay, even better. Okay, that's a problem. That hurts. Let's go for Thundering Falls. I guess Shanti is fine. Can get another Shanti. Still not in a good spot here. Okay, I guess vacuum is fine. Let's just pass the turn. I think I should just him for this one. Hmm.
I've read nearly the entire.
Yeah, we just lost. They have Leech. Interesting build. Okay, this is not keepable. This is also not keepable. Okay, this is better. But we're up against a no companion deck. Okay, we have Cavern of Souls, dead cards. Let's fetch for Surveil. Okay, let's just cast him. Okay, I think I'm just gonna get back him here. Playing Tamiyo and shield back.
Nothing like wanting in a fascinating.
Okay, meddling mage. They can name him to the ages. We can bounce that meddling mage. I'm just gonna take this. Okay, let's flip Tamiyo.
I hope you don't mind if I take notes. I am not defenseless.
Should get back him. That makes them want to meddling mage him. Then I can use Tamiyo to bring back the shanty. Maybe I should just brainstorm here. Get rid of the counter spells. Get back the Lurian revealed. Get a Mystic Sanctuary. They can take the hymn if they want to. Let's just blind treasure cruise. Maybe brainstorm. Persuasion.
A good story can refresh the mind.
Then play out cameo.
Perhaps there are more useful texts down on the surface.
Leave mana to cast Shanti and him. I think at this point, I'm just going to take the Shanti back. Okay. Hmm. I think I just killed Boromir here.
Use your words.
Hmm. I don't think I need to do anything here. Against humans, we want Pyroclasm. Blood moons are nice. Stern Scolding. They're pretty 2-drop heavy. We don't want the mana drains. Guess we can cut a flare. When it is on no companions, this is a one lander. Okay, this is still pretty bad. Okay, I guess we'll keep this. Okay, let's just brainstorm here. Hmm, seems like we're out of luck. Let's pitch the shield back. Shuffle those away. I'm gonna get the Thundering Footfalls or Thundering Falls. Let's keep that. Hopefully they don't have another one. Hey, against this deck we want Ragavan, Blood Moon, Flute, Spell Pierce, Commandeers. You don't want the removal spells, the burn spells, and these subtleties. I think this is appropriate. We don't want the surgicals because we okay, since we have brainstorm, this is keepable. We don't want the surgical because we don't have any way to get things out of their hand. Just play the basic island here. Save the fetches for later. We want to get rid of these two. Let's put stops here. Trying to signal that I have flare. Let's just pass. Try to brainstorm here. Okay, those are very bad hits. Now we can try to surveil here. Or maybe I should just him. Play Ragavan. Not going to play the Tamio because we might need to commandeer. Let's get the him. Let's play him here. Tutor. Yes, that's fine. Try to fix their hand here. Looks like they're holding up mana drain. Don't want second commandeer and second Tamio. I'm just gonna get him again. Play out Tamio. See if this eats a counter spell.
Is there a deeper meaning to this passage?
I think I might just commandeer that one. Nice. I think this is a fine hand. I'm going to play Ragavan over holding up spells there. Okay. Now we have Mana Drain and Flare of Denial up. Start with Mana Drain. I think we just win. I'm gonna brainstorm first. Okay.
Oh, I stayed up too late reading. Again.
Nice. Let's play first. 5 lands. No way to shuffle. Well, it's actually 6 lands. Let's mulligan. This is a bit better. Let's keep 6. Throwing the Shanti because they have no companions. I'm just gonna play out the Sanctuary here so that we have mana drain on 2. We have Emergency Flare of Denial if they go do something on turn 1. They might also be thinking we are another combo deck. I think I'm gonna go ahead and play him here while I can. It's there. Let's brainstorm for lands. Don't want the boat. I guess the other mana drain could go. Pest control. Let's mana drain this. I think I have the subtlety here. Hmm. It was a mistake not to play the fetch out earlier.
Is there a deeper meaning to this passage?
See, we have to hope that they don't draw any action here. A last chance.
I've read nearly the entire library.
That really sucks.
Is there a deeper meaning to this passage?
Is Shanti here? This one thing I dislike about deck. Sometimes it just floods out. I'm just gonna hold on to these lands. You might find the brainstorm. Let's just bolt Itamiu. We already had cast 3 hymns. They can go pest control, I guess. Looks like a modern build of Oculus. Not sure why they didn't choose to reanimate Oculus instead. Okay. This deck seems like a problem for this one. We want Stern Scolding, Spell Snare, Blood Moon, Ghost Vacuum, maybe Surgical Extraction. We don't want the bolts. Can cut a flare and a mana drain. Maybe I want to fit in a spell pierce here. I guess for a flare. Let's play first. This is not a good hand. Okay, this is better. Might be playing Thought Seeds. Just gonna surveil here. We're looking for another land. Okay. This point, I think we've lost. Yeah, play first. We're up against Giganta, so this is keepable. We have a removal spell on one. Let's just play the Sting Vents. These are islands, probably. Okay, that's good. We're just gonna play out the shield back. Okay, that's problematic. Let's just surveil. Not looking that great for us. Just gonna take this hit. Tide of Souls, I think that deserves a subtlety. Hey man, Drain is good. You can play that tap. Hmm. I think I just let this happen. Maybe we have to be a bit careful here.
Curious. I must investigate this scroll further.
Just pass. Let's see if they're willing to trade tokens for Tameo. These swords. the bombardment really is the bombardment is really bad for us. For this deck, we want spell snares, stern scolding. I think we want all mana drains here. Subtlety is good for Uro or Plage. So the easy cuts here, probably Flare. Yeah, I'm going to go down two flares and maybe a mana drain. Let's play first. This is a good hand. Let's lead with Tamiyo.
Is there a deeper meaning to this passage?
And we have Stern Scolding up. Brainstorm here. Hmm. I think I want both of that. I think now I just want to brainstorm. Get rid of the both. Let's draw into the brainstorm. Just gonna play subtlety. I think this is fine. No need to brainstorm now. Just hold up mana drain and flare. This can fuel our treasure cruise. Let's just get back the drain. Yeah, I think we want the drain. Okay, that's fine. I won't I won't have to cast Brainstorm until I have some dead cards in hand. I think this is the part that might be a problem. Don't think I want another mana drain.
This is an interesting story.
I'll hard cast this flare because I have no use for the extra mana. Now we can brainstorm. Okay, that's nice. We're gonna get the shield back.
I'd rather avoid a fight, but I'm not so easily defeated. I need some time to myself.
As long as they don't have ways to gain energy, that's fine. I think we can drain that. Let's just get a cruise. I'm going to need 5. Play the steps. Okay,
Perhaps there are more useful texts down on the surface.
let's fetch a tap land. I think we got this. I think I want to make room for a ghost vacuum. Hmm. Maybe I can cut a land. Yeah, let's try cutting. This is tough. Let's cut one flare. This is not capable. Okay, this is better. Let's play shield back. Don't really want to play Tamio here. Okay, now we can bolt the Ajani safely. Could just curve out to one ring and we just lose. Here's the Flage. That's why we didn't play Tamio out. Okay, that's a bit awkward.
I stayed up too late reading. Again.
Okay, let's just get the Ajani.
Here's an interesting story.
Get the Brainstorm. That's going to be a problem. Okay,
Not just a battle of arms. Use your words.
another Flage.
Underestimate me.
Let's just surveil here. Don't want another Sanctuary.
Think before you act.
Let's draw some cards. Okay, try to brainstorm for a snare. Perfect. Okay, that's a problem.
Do you mind? You're so disruptive. Perhaps not every battle can be won.
Not sure how we're going to get out of this. 367. I think the bombardment is just game.
Oh no! I'm late for class!
I think this is the best course of action. Hmm. Maybe we can do this instead.
Fight beside me, brother.
Maybe that's enough pressure. You might be able to win off their wondering. Yeah, no. We should we should have drawn into bolt or something. Welcome back. So what did we like and dislike about the deck? Against Frog, I really dislike damage-based removal spells, so Bolt and Shanti doesn't do enough to kill Frog. Brazen Borrower potentially could be good, but again, it costs 2 mana, so there's potential to get blown out by Spell Pierce, Spell Snare. Blood Moon is good against them. Subtlety is okay, but it's still card disadvantage, which you don't want against fair decks. I think what this deck has compared to the Grixis J scores list is that this has things like Blood Moon, Subtlety, and the turn zero potential of countering combo decks. But in exchange, you do suffer a lot against the fair deck since Subtlety is still a 2 for 1 because you have to pitch a blue spell to put a target creature or planeswalker spell on top. And again, damage based removal doesn't really work against Froggers. And against Boros Energy, we did have the problem of them landing a bombardment. You don't have any ways to gain life here. So we're basically dead. unless we can close out the game fast. But as you can see, we don't really run any threats here. Shield back is a 1-3, Subtlety is a 3-3, Snapcaster Mage is a 2-1, so this has a hard time closing out games. But again, I think I'll explore more of this deck if Black White Belcher and Blue Belcher becomes a thing in Timeless. Maybe we can run Chrome Mox to turn to Blood Moon some people. I'm just waiting for the time that we can play Ragavan in the main without feeling bad about it. There's potential in this deck. I think the big thing that holds this back is mainly the frog decks. You can't really bolt or shanty them. Even Tamayo is sometimes problematic. And again, the lack of life gain against the energy decks. But supposedly, this type of deck should have a good matchup against energy as long as they don't land the bombardment. But anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.